funny time because we've just got off. Everything's been confirmed now with Cole and Bryan and Punk, all the rumblings, and now it's don't even get a day to breathe, and it's now okay. Kevin Steen in 6 months.
Oh yeah, interesting. Mount Rushmore. Kevin Steen, apparently his contract's up. I don't know. I feel like he's a lifer.
I don't know.
He for
Jericho,
me,
I thought was a lifer. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean,
lifers
yeah, that's true. Steen was super hot on the indies. I went to all the shows he had whenever he came to town for any little promotions. Like he was a draw, definitely. And then WWE, I feel like after the John Cena stuff on main roster, he hasn't really like broken to that next level. But I think it's because his character on the indies he was kind of his character he was mean, he was evil. He's not evil in WWE. He's friendly and does the stunner, and it's like it hasn't moved the needle for me. And I know deep down he's amazing because he's great.
I think he works well at both. I think he's done more than the Cena thing. I thought the Roman feud he just had was really good.
I mean, well, then he technically should have won that match.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with the handcuffs or something.
I mean, I think he's a guy that is always fresh whenever he wrestles. Like, he doesn't ever feel like he wrestles the WWE headlock as Raw rolls on kind of style. I always feel he gives more than that. I thought that Roman feud was excellent. I thought the recent Sami Zayn feud, like match-wise, was excellent. But I'd be very excited to see him.
Imagine he's just like, yeah, whatever, let's see what happens and just do it. I mean, like, yeah, he's definitely a talent that everyone would be like, okay, that's cool. Let's do that.
It'll be very interesting to see how WWE treat him in the next 6 months.
He's going to be the world champ.
Well, yeah.
World champ next month.
Is it going to go that way, or is it going to be, oh, well, we know you're going, or we think you're going, so we're not going to really focus you anymore?
Right.
They've lost some big names recently.
They've lost, I mean, Daniel Bryan is a big name.
A lot of their own accord, but like...
Yeah. They've lost Daniel Bryan. That's definitely... It's so weird. Okay, so like... Obviously, NXT is not everyone's kind of cup of tea, apparently, for the past little while. People don't usually watch. Adam Cole, the biggest name from that show. The biggest name on that show. Doesn't matter what. Just recently murdered verbally Karrion Kross, the NXT champion, which then literally started the descent of that whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Adam Cole deliberately was like, hey, can I say a few things out there? Because he knew, I'm just going to fucking stir the pot and peace out. Because like,
yeah, it seems like he knew for a while.
He looked like he knew for a while, technically.
But yeah,
but sorry, you get Adam Cole coming from NXT, being that guy. You get Daniel Bryan, who wrestling fans, you know who Daniel Bryan is.
Just main evented Mania.
Yeah, he was he's Bryan Danielson. That's who he is. And then if that doesn't get you, well, fuck it. Have you watched wrestling in a while? No, you haven't watched in maybe 5-7 years. Well, here's CM Punk.
Yeah.
So literally, they're getting like all this different areas of people. You mentioned going to like these NXT takeovers. Anytime we've been to them, the crowd, how many thousands of people in the crowd chanting Adam Cole, we go, how does this guy not WWE champion?
Well, yeah, it's
because he's not 6 feet.
It's very unique because he's had a proper run in NXT.
Yeah.
You know, he's multiple championships, multiple main events. He's had a proper kind of 4-year run and never moved up and went on. He's got to be one of the only ones, right? To have like not been sampled up on the main roster at all and had been like a top guy there. And you just think, all those shows you go to, the amount of Undisputed Era shirts you see.
Yeah.
And you think, if they gave those guys a main roster run, surely there'd be even more and more of these shirts being sold. You know, more people into this group. I don't know what it is with that company.
Yeah, and I'm not...
It's so clear. You go to
weird.
a takeover and you go, oh, these guys are connecting. These shirts are selling.
Right.
Why not put it on Raw? Why not put it on SmackDown?
It's a shame we never got Undisputed Era on the main roster.
Yeah.
You know, running stuff. Being that Shield moment that we all knew was going to come.
Just like a Survivor Series or something like that. Like a one-off to take on main roster. Very bizarre.
Well, I can't wait. He seems like he fits in, honestly, so well here. And Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, definitely. Like, just can't wait.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah,
it's all right. We're not calling the show.
JR was
exactly.
JR knew it. He was saying the right name because they were like, listen,
saying his,
yeah. So like the needle definitely moves here because you're getting all these things. You brought in Ruby Soho, who's like another, like the women's division definitely needs work here in AEW, and I love the song, it's great. And then they just signed someone today from Dark.
Lee Moriarty.
Okay, yeah, I'm not super familiar with him, but people on Twitter.
Yeah, I think I saw him on. I think was it Spring Break or something like that. I covered last year. He's on a bunch of the indie shows. A lot of the stuff Sino covers.
Yeah.
But yeah, top talent.
Yeah. No, definitely. Okay, sweet. So there's so many different aspects to make you want to watch this show, and the common element, the thread you see through all these people, whether it's the scrums of Daniel Bryan or whatever, they all keep saying professional wrestling. That's what they like. So they're done with this like cookie cutter
sports entertainment.
Yeah, sorry,
shite.
Play it for your kids, and it's cool. We liked it as kids, but let's try to make something different. And it's crazy. It's like if Vince McMahon drops the ball, it seems like they can pick it up. And who knows? This company could, go on to continue for years to come, or maybe this is just as soon as all these guys kind of fizzle out, the interest loses. But it doesn't seem that way.
Who knows? I don't know how deep do these pockets really go? How long can you sustain this? But everything seems to be pretty exciting right now.
It's super exciting as a fan of just this stuff. Like, how can you not? And I say from All Out, that cage match is definitely match of the year contender. Definitely. Like, for sure. You could argue no sweat, nothing's. A few things have come to that close. I mean, just recently, Walter Dragunov too. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I'd need to rewatch. Yeah. I need to watch the Bucks Lucha Bros on TV.
Right.
I need to watch it again properly. I was sure when because we've the last couple of weeks been watching BTE, and I was sure when Brandon Cutler pulled out that bag to throw into the cage, I thought it was going to be the Dior's. Matt Jackson stolen Dior's.
Yeah, but they weren't.
They
didn't get them back.
They still haven't got them back.
They ain't getting them back.
They got their friend back, but
yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, they made us watch 20 minutes of everyone else's bullshit on BTE to get to the clips of Adam Cole and them hugging, like for shoot, like in the back. And I'm like, you made me watch Luke Gallows jerking off
again.
It's like,
Carl Anderson in a wig.
Yeah, very strange show, but love them. I mean, Adam Cole was on that show for so long, so maybe it'll get better again.
I did love how when he came back, it was 4 years ago. He's like, this doesn't look like Reseda.
Where am I? What's going on? Yeah, very good.